Ontario mayors have urged the province to declare a state of emergency in regards to homelessness and addiction. Burlington Mayor Marianne Meed is also the chair of the Ontario Big City Mayors. In our weekly update, I started by asking the mayor what declaring a state of emergency would do to improve this situation.
It focuses the mind, it focuses attention, it creates a sense of urgency, and that's necessary to unlock the appropriate action and resources. So we actually asked for three things from the province, declaring a state of emergency for that reason. It is an emergency. It's a humanitarian crisis. We launched Solve the Crisis over a year ago. And while we've made some progress and there have been some additional investments by the province, thank you for those. They're just completely inadequate to the need that it continues to grow. So we're asking as well for additional heart hubs in cities across the province, and where they exist in communities, even those are not sufficient to meet the need in those very communities, and not every city has one. And then finally, convening an action table and building a long-term sustainable plan. This is urgent. This is a crisis, and we launched this in August. Leading into the cold winter months. Like, let's not land in freezing weather without a long-term sustainable plan. But here we are again, and it's in the minus double digits out there, and there's still not a long-term sustainable plan to solve this once and for all. We can do it, but we need that focused attention, and that's what the state of emergency will get us.
Now, the state of emergency would be the here and the now, and the resources unlocked because, as you said, we're minus double digits out there. And a lot of people would just say, bulldoze the encampments. There is that mentality out there, but those people have to go somewhere. So with declaring the state of emergency, where, what does that do? Where does that open up? Where do these resources move these people that are out there in the cold right now?
Well, that's where the supportive housing piece comes in. Shelter beds are, again, a temporary short-term solution. Here in Halton, we have great relationships with local motels where our shelters, we also have shelters here in Burlington, Oakville, and other places. So we have emergency shelters for men and women. We also have relationships with hotels to put folks up for a night, get them out of the cold, off the street, while we figure out a long-term plan. But that is a Band-Aid solution, and it keeps people safe for a temporary period of time. But we need a long-term solution, and the solution for homelessness is more homes. The solution for people facing a mental health and addictions crisis, and not everybody, but many people on the streets have that combined challenge. We need more and sooner mental health supports and addiction services, and so the Heart Hub model is the right one. There just isn't enough of it. And municipalities are doing our share already. We are contributing, according to the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, over half of the solution to homelessness. And it's not our wheelhouse, but we are not going to stand by and let people suffer. So we have dug deep and done our part, but we need the provincial government, but also the federal government to step up. There's a role for everyone here, and we all need to do our part and get in a room and solve this once and for all. And we know it's possible. Helsinki, which I visited very recently, as you know, there is no homelessness in Helsinki. It took a couple of years for them to solve it, but they put their mind to it, they built a plan, and they did it. And there's no reason we can't do the same.
All right. And finally, to wrap things up here on maybe a little bit more of a pleasant note, hey, holidays are coming up.
They are.
And in regards to that, as far as city services go, what will be open, what will be closed during the holidays, and where can people find out what is available to them over the break?
So burlington.ca, that's our homepage. Go there, check it all out. There's lots of wonderful things going on. We also have a community calendar where you can find out events in the community that are happening. There's festivals, there's lights, there's there's Christmas markets, there's wonderful things coming up. But City Hall itself is closed between Christmas and New Year's. However, so our administrative services are closed, but other services will continue. So snow clearing will continue, our garbage pickup will continue. We thank all those folks who will continue to work through the holidays to keep us safe. And if you have an urgent situation, if it's an emergency, obviously 911, but non-emergency but urgent matters, Our phone is monitored, and we can triage and get folks, to go and address an issue even when City Hall is closed. So call the main switchboard line. There's a message machine that'll walk you through what you need to do. So we're available if there's an urgent need.